Stop. Just stop for a second. If you feel a sharp, grinding pinch in your shoulders when you press overhead, I need you to listen very carefully. That sensation isn't a sign of a good workout. It's a warning shot from your body. You aren't building bigger, stronger delts. You're grinding down your rotator cuff and building a future of chronic pain and serious injury. Every single rep you do with that pinch is a step backward, not forward. The common response: ignore it. Push through it. The ego tells you that the answer is to just get stronger, to add more weight until the weakness is crushed. But in this case, your ego is your worst enemy. The problem isn't your strength. The problem is your technique. You're likely making 3 critical yet incredibly common mistakes that are sabotaging your progress and destroying your shoulders. You hear that sound? That click? That's not the sound of strength. That's the sound of stress. It's the sound of bone and connective tissue meeting in a way they were never designed to. It's a countdown to the day you can't lift your arm to put a glass on the top shelf. But we're going to fix it. Right now. Believe me, I know exactly what this feels like because I've been there. I've been tracking my lifts just like you guys, site 2026-18, and for months, my overhead press stalled. Worse, my shoulders were constantly aching. I realized that to hit my target weights and do it pain-free, I had to stop ego lifting and completely rebuild my press from the ground up. I had to start fixing the mechanics. It was a humbling process, but it was the single best decision I made for my training. Today, I'm showing you exactly what changed for me. These aren't just random tips. This is the systematic approach that unlocked my progress and saved my shoulders. I'm the subtle heartbeat thump SFX plays as the host executes a smooth, powerful rep. We are going to deconstruct the entire movement. We'll dial in your elbow path to protect the joint, brace your ribcage to create a stable base, and master wrist stacking for optimal force transfer. Grab a light bar, or even a broomstick, follow along with me, and I promise you can fix your form in the next few minutes. Ready to build a powerful, bulletproof press? Let's start with your elbows. This is the foundation. Here's what fixed everything for me. Alright, let's get to work. We're going to deconstruct the 2 most common and most damaging mistakes people make with the overhead press. These aren't just minor tweaks, they are fundamental changes that will protect your body and unlock your true strength potential. First up, a classic error I see in almost every gym. Mistake number 1, flaring your elbows. This is when you press with your elbows pointing directly out to the sides, creating a 90-degree angle between your torso and upper arm. It might feel powerful, but what you're actually doing is creating a dangerous impingement in your shoulder joint. When your elbows are perfectly sideways, you're grinding your rotator cuff. Imagine your delicate rotator cuff tendons getting pinched between the bones of your shoulder with every single rep. This isn't just uncomfortable, it's a direct path to chronic pain, inflammation, and serious long-term injury. We need to create space. Here's the fix. Tuck them in, slightly, about 45 degrees. This isn't a massive change, but it's a game changer. By bringing your elbows forward and in, you open up the shoulder joint, giving those tendons room to breathe. This position creates a much more stable and powerful shelf for the barbell to rest on. To achieve this, think of the press like a J-curve. The bar moves slightly back and around the face, then drives straight up to the sky once it clears your head. It's not a straight line up from your chest because your head is in the way. This path is the most efficient and safest way to move the weight. This simple adjustment puts the load squarely on your delts, the muscles you're actually trying to build, not on your vulnerable joints. You'll feel the difference immediately. The press will feel stronger, more stable, and more focused. If you find your elbows drifting out mid-lift, the first thing to check is your grip. Start with a grip just outside shoulder width. Too wide, and you'll be forced to flare. Too narrow, and you'll strain your wrists. Find that sweet spot. Then, use the mental cue. Tuck, up, through. Lock the pattern in before you even think about adding plates. Grab an empty bar. Perform 10 perfect reps, focusing on that 45-degree tuck and the J-curve path. Build the muscle memory first. This is non-negotiable. Got it? Good. Now that your shoulders are safe, let's fix your spine. Mistake number 2. The banana back. This is when you compensate for a lack of shoulder strength by leaning back and arching your lower spine excessively. You're essentially trying to turn a vertical press into an incline chest press. If you're leaning back to get the weight up, you're not only cheating the movement and robbing your shoulders of the stimulus, you're putting immense shearing force on your lumbar vertebrae. This is how you get disc herniations. Your spine is a support structure, not a primary mover in this lift. The fix begins from the ground up. Before you even unrack the bar, I want you to squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. This sets your pelvis in a stable, neutral position. Next, pull your ribs down toward your pelvis, as if you're about to brace for a punch. Lock your core. This creates a rigid, unshakable pillar of support. Your goal is to maintain a perfectly stacked posture. Think, ear, shoulder, hip, and ankle should all be in one straight vertical line at the lockout. There should be absolutely no hinge or lean back at the top of the movement. You are a solid column. This bracing sequence is critical. Brace before the bar leaves the rack, not after. Take a deep breath into your belly, squeeze your glutes, pull your ribs down, and only then do you lift the bar off. The most challenging part is maintaining this brace as the weight moves overhead. The key checkpoint is right here. Keep the ribs down as the bar passes your forehead. This is the moment your body will want to arch. Fight it. Stay tight. By mastering these two fixes, the elbow tuck and the rigid spine, you're not just lifting safer, you're building a foundation for serious, sustainable strength. Finally, let's address the third and final point of failure for many lifters: your wrists. This is a subtle but critical detail that often separates a good lift from a great one, and a safe lift from a risky one. Take a look at your grip. Is the bar resting deep in your palm, causing your wrist to bend backward? If the bar is rolling back toward your fingers, you're creating a massive energy leak. All the force you generate from your legs and shoulders gets diffused before it even reaches the barbell. This not only makes the lift harder, but it also places immense strain on your wrist joint. The fix is to create a solid, unbreakable column of force. You want to stack your wrist directly over your elbow. Think of your forearm and hand as one single solid pillar. This alignment ensures that every ounce of power is transferred directly into the bar, pushing it upward efficiently and safely. Now, a quick word on gear. Optional wrist wraps are fine, and they can provide extra support, especially on heavier sets. But remember, they are a tool, not a crutch. They can't fix poor positioning. Your alignment and technique matter far more than any gear you can buy. So, let's recap the 3 keys to a powerful overhead press. First, tuck your elbows in to engage your lats. Second, keep your spine neutral to protect your back. And third, stack your wrists to create that pillar of strength. Apply these 3 fixes consistently, and I promise you'll not only feel more stable and powerful, but you'll see your numbers climb. Watch your strength explode. True progress is measured. I'm tracking my progress every single week. Make sure you're doing the same with your target weights. Site 2026-02-18. This is how you turn effort into tangible results. If you're ready to commit to better form and new personal records, comment "lock in" below. Let's hold each other accountable. Subscribe for more essential fitness warnings and guides to help you train smarter, not just harder.